What is up, everyone? Today is officially one day with that Superman teaser. I just got to clap for a minute, man. One day with that Superman teaser, and it feels so great to see footage from it, to see everyone talking about it, see everyone excited about it. The trailer showed in front of Sonic last night. It's going to be showing in front of Sonic all week or all weekend, specifically when everyone's going to see it, when it's like just coming out. So people are going to be talking about this not only on the internet, but they're going to be talking about it with their families, and the kids are going to be aware that there's a Superman film coming out this summer. So I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this movie. I'm just like out of words for like how impressed I am that he actually did something that I never thought we'd get in a live action, which is a more fantastical Superman. Or not just that, not just Superman, a more fantastical DC, which is something that I thought was not going to work. And it could still not work. There's still that slight possibility. I would say it's more bigger than slight, just because of DC's track record the past decade, box office wise and just reception wise. Um, So yeah, this movie has a lot weighing on its shoulders. Superman is literally holding on to the weight of the world like Prometheus right now, just like in BVS. Um, well, at least not just like in BVS, but they have Prometheus in BVS. Because you know that's something good. Sorry, um, but yeah, like it's gonna be really really fun to just keep hearing people's thoughts on this movie, good or bad, to be honest. The bad is still funny. It just keeps getting funnier. The fact that people are actually, and I actually called this watching the trailer when Crypto comes up and takes his cape and he says, "Take me home." I fucking called it that. Oh my God, here we go. People are going to start complaining. Superman. Superman needs a dog to carry him home? Oh my god. That's not Superman. I fucking called it as soon as I saw it. Even though that is amazing, by the way. Amazing. Every time I see that shot of Crypto just running, I'm like, I just get so excited. And I love seeing Crypto in live action for the first time in a movie. We've seen him in before, obviously, and I do like him in Titans, as horrible as that show is. I do like Crypto in that show. So yeah, I'm excited to see Crypto. I'm excited for Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, Lois Lane, Daily Planet, everything, especially Superman. I mean that's that can't be said enough. But yeah, my God, I am so excited for this movie. And I just love seeing everyone talk about it. It's got about 23 million views on YouTube within 23 hours. Wait, not 23 hours, within a day. Within the first day it dropped, it's gotten a lot of views, which is great to see. And a lot of people are excited. But yeah, I kind of want to get into some things regarding like just like Superman in general. My kind of worries and kind of hopes and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's going to be really fun that we're getting something interesting with Superman this time. I mean, we got something interesting last time in its own ways. It didn't work. It had interesting ideas, which they're actually going a little for in this, which I like a lot. And the fact that this movie, what I like even more about it, is that it's homaging everything. You have from Donner to Returns to Man of Steel, Zack Snyder stuff. I mean, you have everything in there. Plus, a lot of new stuff. I love seeing the familiar stuff. I think it's smart pulling people in with the familiar stuff. You have the Donner theme, of course, which I like this variation of. I thought, is really good. It got me excited. I love hearing the Donner theme song of Superman. It's wasn't a deal breaker for me regardless either way. Like if they used it, I would have loved it. If they didn't use it, I would have loved that too. So either way, it wouldn't have been a deal breaker for me. I know some people are kind of like on either side of that, which is understandable for to me because I know how beloved that theme song is. Um, in Christopher Reeves Superman, but a lot of people do kind of gatekeep Chris Reeves Superman in that theme song specifically, which is kind of weird to me because they didn't make it or they don't own it. But whatever. Um, Beside the point. Yeah, but at the same time, we're getting something so fresh and new with DC and with Superman specifically. We're getting fantastical elements like the big old symbol on the Fortress of Solitude, crypto for God's sake. So many other things. You have the Justice Society, like Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho. And of course, I mean, I can't say this enough. Lex Luthor. I almost forgot Lex Luthor. That's just how excited I am. There's just so many characters that I'm looking forward to, which is crazy to me that there's so many characters in a Superman film. There's never been, I don't think this many characters in a Superman film before. I really don't. I, I just, oh my God. Um, yeah, I really want to see this. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see like all of that familiar stuff blended in with something new and fresh that James Gunn wants to do. And I think that's a really great way of pulling people in that maybe weren't so sure about this, or maybe not so sure about DC, Superman in general, stuff like that. So yeah, I think this does a really great job. The teaser alone does a really great job at presenting at what this film is going to be. Um, we don't get a lot of plot details, and that's fine. I mean, there's a synopsis out there, I know, but I don't need to see it. Frankly, I know too much. Not in the sense like that's a bad thing, but the fact that we got this teaser within 5 months of it being wrapped and it looking really fucking great. Like the CGI looks great on the monster, everything looks great. The color grading looks great. Everything looks great. Like the IMAX format looks amazing. I can't wait to see that all in IMAX glory. I mean, yeah, I think it looked really great. I don't know what the complaints are, but they're gonna always be there. It's Twitter and frankly the internet. They're always gonna have nitpicks and stuff to say. So whatever. They don't really mean anything, to be frank. They're gonna see the movie. They're gonna give it money, or they're gonna give it a view, whether it's on HBO Max or a pirate site. And guess what? A view is a view, regardless of what you watch it on. So thank you for watching and checking it out either way. Um, it means a lot. And that's something I kind of want to talk about too is the importance of this movie doing well as well. This movie does need to be a financial success. It does need to be $1 billion film because that whole like internet fable needs to die. It needs to die. It needs to go away. Um, that does not that's not a metric for a film being successful. That doesn't exist. Stop it. I mean, I'm sure every studio sitting in their office is like $1 billion. Well, yes, why not? But it's not like like oh, this needs to make $1 billion. This needs to make $1 billion. Something like Barbie, where their main actress is like, yeah, this is going to make $1 billion. That's different. And guess what? So like, yeah, this and Superman has never really been like a huge like box office hit, but he's made his money. Like Man of Steel has made its money. I don't know why people think it didn't. But it made its money back and it made enough for them to make a sequel right after. So if it didn't, they wouldn't have made BVS. So it just it made its money and Returns made its money too. But I believe it made over at least $100 million over its budget that it got. So it still made money, but I think the marketing for that was pretty huge. I don't think they really felt good about the return that they got for the marketing ad that they spent on it. I'm not sure what their kind of mindset on was for that, but yeah, Returns made its money, but didn't really make enough money for them to be like, yeah, we can continue with this. Um, so yeah, that's disappointing too because I love Returns a lot, and something I do love about this too, and about all movies in general, but specifically with Superman because I love Superman so much. But that this is going to be someone's first Superman film, and I can't wait for people to see that because they haven't we haven't gotten a Superman film like this before, and the fact that someone's going to experience Superman like I think Superman should be experienced in live action for the first time. I wish I almost could swap places with them. I almost wish I could. I can't sadly, and I wouldn't want to at the end of the day. But just that thought of like wanting to see this for the first time, no having no knowledge cinematically of Superman. Obviously, you know who he is, but to see that for the first time would be so amazing. And I envy people who get to see that and experience that because I think it's going to be really exciting. Like Superman Returns was for me. Superman Returns was my first Superman film and got me into the character. It has its flaws, but you know what? It's a goddamn good movie, and I'll stand on that till the day I die. It's a goddamn fucking good movie. Not a lot of people give that movie credit. It's so good, but it has its flaws. It's not perfect. But yeah, like and same with Man of Steel as well. Like I have problems with Man of Steel. I have problems with the Zack Snyder films, but Man of Steel was also a really big influence on me with Superman growing up. That movie came out when I was like maybe 12 or 13. So yeah, um, Superman has always been like a really big part of my life, and I love Superman. And I think he's a very important character, and I kind of want to get into his importance as a character um, at the end of the video. But yeah, like this movie does need to make money, and I'm glad James Gunn was frank about it the other day when it's like, yeah, this movie needs to make money, or frankly, we might not get DC films anymore for at least for a while, and we're going to stick to TV and what we know is working for us, which is a sad thing, but it's a smart thing if that doesn't work, and I'm glad they have a plan B at least. Um, I'm sure they have a plan C as well, but yeah, I this movie does need to be a success. And I think it will be, to be honest. I was worried about it not being a success, and I still have my concerns because, like, you never know with this market. You never know with the audiences nowadays. Like, they might go see something the week of and then not see it again. So, you never know. You can't really like. I think it was safe to say you could predict things more easily a few years ago before the pandemic and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's kinda like, you don't really know because 'cause there's been a lot of times I've predicted films to make some money, and they didn't. So it's been, like, really interesting to see, like, um, that sort of, comparisons throughout the year with what makes what, um, franchises do. So, yeah, I really hope it does, and everyone better go fucking see it. Better go I'm gonna go see it every day. Every fucking day, I'm gonna be there seeing this. No, I wish I could, but realistically realistically, I would. And I'm being so serious. Um, but yeah, that's really cool too. Um, that, you know, people are so excited about it and they're talking so positive about it. Superman does not have a really great track record online when he's being talked about. Specifically the Snyder Superman. So it's really great to see a lot of positivity about Superman. There's a lot of people out there like nitpicking and oh my god, James Gunn, oh my god, Justin Bieber haircut, oh my god, oh I have a stroke, oh my god. It's like oh my Jesus Christ, these people literally act like they own these characters, and frankly, they act like they even know them. To be honest, But that's something I don't understand either about people who listen, I get that people are not gonna like Superman, just like there's people that aren't gonna like Batman. Like, I have a friend who doesn't like Batman. He's just not into him, and that's I totally get it. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's a lot of heroes that I don't really care for. If it wasn't for the MCU, I don't give a shit about Iron Man and Captain America outside of the MCU, to be honest. I don't care. Um, so yeah, but like Superman, I've heard some legitimate complaints about like why they don't like him, but the majority of complaints are always overpowered. Oh, his identity. Oh my god, he wears glasses. It's so easy to fucking tell it's Superman. Oh, they're so stupid. It's like, come on, man. Come on. There's no like suspension of disbelief with I don't get how people can have suspension of disbelief with these fucking Transformer movies or shit like John Wick, Godzilla, you fucking name it, or Marvel. But God forbid, anytime Superman is brought up or you watch a Superman film, someone's always got to bring up that, oh my God, how can no one tell he's Clark Kent? I would so easily, or how can no one tell he's Superman? I would so easily call it. It's so easy. I would so easily do it. I'm the best at everything. Only I can do it. That's what every one of these people sounds like, and it's so funny to me. So yeah, no, but I've legit like heard like reasons why people don't like him, which is I get it. But those reasons that I've mentioned, like the main ones, are just like so ridiculous to me. And most of the people complaining about this are those people. So that just proves my point. Um, so yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. I do want to get into the importance of Superman to me, to be honest. Just like how much I love this character and how much I think that at a time like this, politically, socially, economically, mentally, physical, whatever. I think Superman is a really important character for society. I think that his presence itself is important cinematically. Um, you know, I just, I really think that Superman is someone that really is taken for granted for how much he means to people and for how much influence he can really cause on people. Um, someone said, someone did a interview with David Corenswet and James Gunn the other day, and I think it was David who said, or James Gunn who said, he wasn't going to do the trunks. I think, and David was the one who said, Superman is the type of person that kids need to recognize as someone that they can relate to, or look up to, or I forgot exactly what he said. But he basically said, like, yeah, Superman dresses up like a wrestler. Like he dresses up like a silly wrestler, and it's like it's just that simplistic value, that those simplistic core values of Superman that make him special to people. And that's what I like about Superman the most is really what I love most about him and why he's important to me is really he resembles simplicity in a lot of ways. He's very simplistic. And it's just, he represents the core values of humans. And the best parts of Superman is that he resembles humanity in the best ways possible that humans can't even strive to reach. Really, he's more human than all of us, and he's not even human. So I love that about him. I love the naivety of that character and just the people around him and the people that he helps and the people that he influences that may have not liked him before, like Lex Luthor and stuff like that. So yeah, Superman I think is a really important character for people to know that he's around at least, and that there is good in this world, regardless of how alien or foreign it may seem. Superman is something that can resemble more than just, you know, what you see next door. He can resemble what you might not ever see in your life. And those both of those things can change your life. And that's the beauty of Clark Kent and Superman, is both of those things, being a human and not being a human, trying to fit in, are both something that can influence you and change your life. Striving to be something that you may never strive, and you may never actually be physically or mentally, but never giving up and always trying and always striving and always helping people, always respecting people, always, you know, remaining those core values and never breaking, never snapping that thread. Not once. It's okay to slip sometimes, but Superman slips sometimes. It's okay. Um, but killing people, I don't know about that. Maybe aliens. Aliens are fine. People, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to see Superman snapping necks anymore. I mean, it worked for that movie. I have problems with it, but it worked for that movie. I don't want to see that anymore, to be honest. Although it did work for that. So yeah, that's really all I want to talk about. I think 20 minutes is a good stopping point. Yeah, keep talking about Superman, people. Keep talking about it. If you watched this and if you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe. If you liked it and if you want to see more, Sunday, it's pretty much my only day off. I work all Christmas week pretty much. And then I fly out for Christmas, visiting some family. So Sunday is going to be the last day I do videos for this year. I might record today actually and get it out of the way with Austin, but I'm going to do like the top 10 horror films or like my top horror films of the year, because I mentioned I want to do that. I did part one earlier in the year. So if you want to watch the part one, check that out. Part two will be out Sunday. So yeah, that'll be out. And then I want to do like a top films of the year too. Talk about my top favorite movies of the year and some honorable mentions as well. So yeah, those two will be out Sunday. So check those out. And then I'm working on an edit as well. I'm not sure when that will be out because I want to work on it and make sure it looks good, make sure it looks cool and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I think people will like it. It's one thing I'll mention. It's that. That's all I say. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about Superman. I'm so excited about this movie. James Gunn, David Corn Sweat, cast, all of you, beautiful. I cannot wait to see more. Um, but yeah, have a great day, everyone. Much love and appreciation. And remember, truth, justice, and the American. Oh, I also wanted to mention this big boy. This big boy is finally coming out of his box, and he's going to be out until that movie comes out, maybe forever. I'm in the mood for Superman, and I bought some DC merch on the shop the other day. Can't wait to wear it and show it off um, for the new movie. So yeah, go buy some DC merch. By the way, there's some really cool Superman merch on there. So yeah, check that out and have a great day. Peace.